Morning Dove came online first again. Or maybe it's sunset and they'll stop singing. You can see the top of the tree still lit up there, I hope. Down the road from me, there's an old holler tree, and if you lie down $1 or $2, you go round the bend and you come back again. Got a jug of that good old Mountain Dew. They call it that good old Mountain Dew, and those that refuse it are few. If you hush up your mug, I'll fill up your jug with that good old Mountain Dew. Well, my Auntie June's got a brand new perfume, and it lets off a powerful pew. Imagine her surprise when she had it analyzed. Was that good old Mountain Dew? They call it that good old Mountain Dew, Dew, and those that refuse it are few. If you hush up your mug, I'll fill up your jug with that good old Mountain Dew. Well, my cousin Josh, he don't hardly wash. It's been about a week or 2, or 3 or 4. Well, you should see him scrub when you fill up the tub with that good old Mountain Dew. They call it that good old Mountain Dew, and those that refuse it are few. If you hush up your mug, I'll fill up your jug with that good old Mountain Dew. Well, Mr. Roosevelt told me just how he felt the day that crazy drywall ran through. He said, if your liquor's red, it'll swell up your head. Better stick to that good old Mountain Dew. They call it that good old Mountain Dew, 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 and those that refuse it are few. If you hush up your mug, I'll fill up your jug with that good old Mountain Dew. If you hush up your mug, I'll fill up your jug with that good old Mountain Dew. If you hush up your mug, I'll fill up your jug with that good old Mountain Dew. All right, the good old Mountain Dew. Okay, way back in the day, before the railroads were built, they'd use the canals, and the barges on the canal would be pulled by a mule. The person whose job was to yell at the mule's name was the mule skinner. This is called the Mule Skinner Blues, about barge man named Simon Slick. Hold up, what do we got? Got a car coming and mosquitoes coming in. Okay, not much time. I know an old canaler, his name is Simon Slick. He had a mule with dreamy eyes, Lord, could that mule kick? He'd wink his eye and wag his tail and greet you with a smile, then gently telegraph his leg, kick you half a mile. Whoa, mule, whoa, why don't you hear them holler? Tie a knot right in his tail so he don't slip through the collar. Why don't they put him on a track? Why don't they let him go? And every time he comes around, shout, whoa, mule, whoa. Now this mule, he's a daisy, he pulverized a hog, dissected 7 Irishmen, kicked my yellow dog. That's where you write what in the comments. He kicks as quick as lightning, he has an iron jaw. He's just a mule to have around to tame your mother-in-law. Oh, whoa, mule, whoa, why don't you hear them holler? Tie a knot right in his tail so he don't slip through the collar. Why don't they put him on a track? Why don't they let him go? And every time he comes around, shout, whoa, mule, whoa. Whoa, mule, whoa, I'm done with you forever. You ain't no good and you never were, and you never will be neither. You're gonna die and go down to the hot place down below. And when Satan sees you coming, and he'll shout, whoa, mule, whoa, mule, whoa, mule, whoa. The Mule Skinner Blues. All right. And this one's called the White Lightning. So we heard about the good old Mountain Dew, which is a word for moonshine. Basically, if beer's this strong, wine's this strong, whiskey's this strong, then moonshine's this strong, basically. And like President Roosevelt said, if your liquor's red, like wine or bourbon or whiskey, it'll swell up your head. You better stick to the good old Mountain Dew, which would be the clarified spirits, they call it. Some people say that there's a drink from Asia, big country in Asia, that's called vodka, and they say it won't affect you, won't swell up your head because it's clear. So that might be something. This is something along those lines. During Prohibition, they'd run a chemistry lab, basically a distillery up in the mountains. Now they still do it, but they cook meth up there. So whatever. That's where you get songs like, I used my last phone call to contact my dad.